Welcome back to another episode of the Honor and Conquer podcast, where each week we talk to people from varied backgrounds and talk about the things that they're passionate about and why they love it. So, if you're new here, please rate, review, and subscribe to the show on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play. A big thank you to our Patreon supporters, Jonathan Haggard, Bjorn Linden, Damian Monroe, Me Lee, Sam Marshall, and Tim Mercer. If you want your script read or personal shout out on this podcast, visit patreon.com/honorandconquer for more of those details. And also, if you do your shopping on Amazon, go to our homepage at honorandconquer.com, scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, click the Amazon banner, and do your shopping like you normally would. We receive a little bit of a kickback for every purchase made. So today's episode was recorded using the Ringer app. If you're doing over-the-phone interviews or podcasts and want clear and crisp audio, then Ringer is for you. Even if your guests are on the other side of the world, Ringer has the power to make it sound like they are right in front of you. And for a limited time only, visit ringer.com/conquer. That's and Ringer is spelled R-I-N-G-R, so no E. .com/conquer for a 25% discount when you sign up today. That's ringer.com/conquer. Okay, thank you very much for doing that. Thank you very much to Ringer. We are also sponsored by Me Eat Paleo. Paleo peanut butter is a delicious and unique blend of nuts and seeds. They are Whole30 approved, non-GMO project verified with no added sugars, not even the ones that are considered acceptable if you are doing paleo, such as honey or maple. And every single jar is handmade friggity fresh. Get your peanut butter at meeatpaleo.com. Use the promo code HONOR for a 10% discount off your online order. And last but not least, we are brought to you by our friends at Onnit. They are focused on total human optimization of the mind, body, and health. And for a limited time only, exclusive to the podcast listeners, Onnit are giving you 2 great deals on 2 of my personal favorite supplements. A free 30-count bottle of New Mood, a daily stress and mood support, or a free 28-count bottle of Shroom Tech Sport, which has quickly become my new favorite pre-workout supplement. It doesn't give you the jitters. It's good stuff. It's what I use all the time. 4 Alpha Brain and 4 Shroom Tech Sports. Okay? And you get that for free, and all you have to pay for is shipping, which is like $5 or $6. And this offer is only available in the United States. Okay? How can you get this deal? Visit honorandconquer.com/onnit. That's honorandconquer.com/onnit. Click the preferred link and get optimized today. And also, if you read the studies, if you read everything, you'll see why it's so beneficial. And on top of that, if you don't want to get anything, but you see something else that's cool there that you've always wanted to get, whether it's like the melatonin or like the peanut butter, you can use the promo code GETONIT and you'll get 10% off your online order as well. Cool. So today's guest is my good friend Kayla Hracho. The last time we did a podcast with her was, it was last year when I was still living in Portland. And not just moved, but she was living in Coconut Creek, Florida, training at American Top Team. And ever since that episode, she's flourished within the realm of MMA. And we touch on it a little bit in the episode, but she was known for a boxer coming into the MMA world and has now morphed herself into an MMA athlete, if that kind of makes sense, which is great. You know, I've always been supportive of anyone who chases their goals. Like, I admire anyone that takes a risk without really knowing what the outcome of it is. You know, if you want to go back and listen to that past podcast that I did with her, I can't remember what episode it was, but it was, I'm just going to look at it real quickly now. I admired her, I don't want to say entrepreneurial, but it was definitely something along those lines that said, you know what, fuck this, I'm packing up my shit, I'm moving to Florida, and I'm going to train, and I'm going to train with the best, and I'm going to soak up the knowledge as much as I can. And that episode that we had was episode 86 with Kayla Hracho, and she is now episode 113. So within that time frame, she's just done so much, and I'm super proud of her. But anyway, without further ado, you don't want to hear about me and my shit. You don't want to hear from me. Without further ado, I give to you Kayla Rocco. You are listening to the Honor and Conquer podcast with me, Dion Sekone-Fraser. Oh, sneaky recording session. I am on the phone with Kayla Rocco, the current, is it Cage Warrior champion?
Cage Warrior Championship. Yeah, I believe that's it.
Yeah. You're the. I think that's it.
I
can't remember. You're just a champion in everything. You don't even remember what you're a champion of.
I guess you could say that. Nah.
You're the current, is it strawweight champion? Is that correct?
Yeah, I know it's CWC and it's a promotion based out of Louisiana.
Gotcha. I realized that it's been a long time since we talked, and ever since then, you've kind of, like, been on this whirlwind. You've been on this massive tear, you're training, you're going through your opponents, you've got one goal in mind, and that's just to go forward and accomplish those goals. But I guess what has been new for you, I know you said that, you've just been training hard, but you've been taking fights left and right, and, what's been new with you? Do you have anything lined up coming up, or you're just training as normal?
Well, I want to start off by saying that just yesterday was my 1-year anniversary at American Top Team.
Oh my goodness.
So I know it's really cool to think about, and just think about like all that has happened in the past year and how I even got to this point. It's been such a busy year that, it's cool to just reflect on it and see how far I've come.
For sure.
Yeah. So far in the past year, I've fought 3 times.
Damn.
All basically within like 2-3 months of each other. So I've kind of been in like one long fight camp. So it's been busy, but I like that. It's good. It keeps me on my toes.
What's crazy is that. Oh, sorry. What were we gonna say?
No, I was gonna say I do have a fight actually next Saturday.
What?
I'm involved. Yeah. I'm fighting in a tournament. It's a strawweight tournament in Panama City, Panama, which is really cool to be able to travel to a different country and fight girls from all over the world. So my first fight in the tournament was like 2 months ago, and I fought a girl from Venezuela, which was awesome. I beat her, and next Saturday I'll be fighting in the semifinals against a girl from Costa Rica.
Dang. You're getting international with your fights now. You're getting
right?
all over the globe. But
it's very cool.
So when we last did our podcast, I don't think you had a fight yet. I don't think you had a fight at all planned from memory. My memory's bad, but now that you've had your fights you've had your fights, and you've got some more next Saturday, obviously, like you said. Have you noticed any significant changes? Obviously, being a boxer, now jumping into the world of MMA, have you noticed any significant differences within, MMA? Your first fight within MMA has come. It's a different scenery. It's a different kind of vibe. Have you noticed any big differences with you coming to preparing, to the night of the fight, all that kind of stuff at all?
I definitely see a difference in my performance every fight. I'm starting to get more comfortable in there, and I especially see more differences in the gym. It's always a little different when you're performing in a cage, but, in the gym, I really feel myself developing as, an MMA fighter, and not just, a boxer who's fighting in an MMA fight. So that's really good. It feels good to feel myself progressing in other areas.
For sure. And I mean, you're training with, everyone should know by now if they haven't looked you up already, but you're training at one of the most prestigious gyms in America, might I even say the entire world, an American Top Team at Coconut Creek, Florida. Is that correct?
Yep.
Again, my memory's terrible. But
you got it.
Yeah, but you're training with high-level, top, world-class MMA athletes. So I think,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is me just assuming your A game has to always be on point. Do you think
Mm-hmm.
do you think that's kind of true, or training with these high level athletes?
Yeah, for sure. I think that the hardest thing about this journey is almost the day to day. Like my
Mm,
hardest battles are fought in the gym. And,
mm.
everyone can say that, but I really mean it. Like I get more, I have to be more focused almost for my, training sessions and my sparring sessions at the gym than a fight just because of the animals that I'm going up against.
Oh yeah.
So I always got to be on my A game, but that's what prepares me for the opponent inside the cage. I feel
Oh yeah.
like there's nothing that person can do that I haven't already seen. So, that's definitely relieving.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it is one of those things. I mean, this is vastly different, but when Megan, when my wife, when we're training together and we're sparring, we always kind of get into this big clinching game, and she keeps saying no one's gonna be as big as you. And that, like, for me, she's talking
Mm-hmm.
to me. She's like, no one's gonna be as big as you when you get into the ring. I'm like, I know, no one's gonna be as big as me. I'm a 245-pound guy. And you're definitely not going to be fighting a 245-pound, female in the cage,
Right,
or
right.
sorry, in the ring for her case anyway. So it's
Uh-huh.
in comparison to that, you are training with these high level world class athletes,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to say it, but when you get into the cage, the caliber of fighter that you are going to be facing is not going to be the same. I mean, they might, I don't know, but they're not going to be the same as an Amanda
Right,
Nunes. It's not going to be the same as, Joanna. It's not going to be the same. So I
right.
feel you have the upper hand in that. And when we were watching your fights, the little clips that we saw on Instagram and on Facebook, we were just
Mm-hmm.
so stoked for you. We were just so happy to see you in there because you look so comfortable. I mean, you said it, but did you feel comfortable walking into there with your first fight?
In my first fight, yeah, I felt confident. I felt comfortable. I think the one thing that was really odd for me to feel was when I first got to the arena and I was like stepping around the cage to feel it out. And I was
Mm.
like, wow, this thing is really small. I was like, I feel like I'm fighting in like a 4x4 square. It
Whoa.
just felt so small to me. So that was a little odd, but once you get in there and you start fighting, it actually, it does feel bigger once you're actually fighting. But that was kind of funny. But
Yeah.
overall, yeah, I feel pretty comfortable. There's definitely things that I need to work on that I notice every single fight. But, that's why I train hard, and that's why I have a
Mm.
good team around me to just, keep chipping away at those things so I can continue to improve.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like the wife and I, we kept seeing some pictures from the event, and of course, like we said, the video, and you just look so like confident. Your eyes were open. When someone would miss a strike or something like that, your eyes were open. You would look so focused, and I said,
Hmm.
she knows what the fuck she's doing, and this is awesome.
Hmm.
I mean, I haven't met you, and I don't think my wife has either, but we're your biggest fans, and we were just so
Aw.
happy
Aw.
to see you in there, to really fulfilling that first decision when you moved.
Hmm.
You had no idea. You wanted to train with the best. You moved out to Coconut Creek. I mean, you're really fulfilling that ultimate
Hmm.
goal of what you wanted. The ultimate goal was to move out there, was to step into the cage to really test yourself. And now here you are. You're a current champion. You've partnered with, is it American Fighter or Know the Fighter? I can't remember. Oh gosh, I saw it.
Fear the Fighter.
Fear the
Fear the
Fighter.
Fighter.
That's right.
Yeah, they
And
have some really cool gear.
that's right. And you can use the promo code Kayla to get a discount off, right?
Yep, absolutely. Check it out. You can go to fearthefighter.com. They have some really cool t-shirt designs, all different colors. And actually, if you purchase a t-shirt and use the code Kayla at checkout, I get a percentage of the profit. So, it helps me directly, which is really cool.
Mm.
So you can directly help me with my journey.
That's right, man. And when I saw that, I was just so like, man, she's making all these connections and she's just on a roll. And she's really, I noticed you're really taking the opportunity that's been given to you. You've really been taking it and rolling with it. And I think that's what most people, when they see an opportunity like that, they either have, one or two options: to really take advantage of it, or they do it and they don't really fulfill it. And of course, when you're living in a new place, you're getting used to an area. And I mean, Florida just had those mad floods as well, not too long ago. Did you ever get to a point where in your journey at all, I mean, it couldn't have been, but I mean, it could have, or you couldn't have, but throughout your journey being there, did you ever feel like, man, I don't know if I'm not good enough, or I don't know what I'm doing out here? Did you have any of those internal battles with yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. And I still do. Just specifically in the last like 2 weeks or so, I've been getting a lot of people reaching out to do interviews and to do, to talk on their podcasts and stuff like that. And there's times where I sit back and I'm like, whoa, like, why me? Why me over all of these other fighters, all these other athletes that I'm surrounded with? And it's kind of surreal sometimes, but I just have to remember that there's a reason that they're reaching out to me. And, I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be, but I think that people are drawn by, me speaking with such passion. And I'm not afraid to put my story out there because I want people to know, like this journey hasn't been easy for me. And, everyone has their own story. So I think the more I'm willing to share it and talk about it, maybe the more people that I'll be able to inspire, to chase after something that they want. So
yeah,
I just try to remember, what the goal is, and at the end of the day, win, lose, draw, whatever. Like, I'm doing what I love, and I feel like I'm helping people in the process, and that's really important to me. So,
oh, for sure. Like you're that shining example of, like I said before, taking opportunities and just going with it, really going up. I'm going to do this. Mr. Dean Thomas, he commented and he invited me out, and I'm like, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to move to a place where I don't know anyone, and I'm just going to do the damn thing. And like you're still gradually climbing that ladder every fight, every opportunity that you've gotten. You've partnered with these cool sponsorship people in your neck of the woods, and you're a really big shining advocate for that, for really following your dreams and going forward. Now, I know this is a question I actually wanted to ask you, and you've probably had this question a whole bunch post-fight and pre-fight and post-fight. But did you, and it's probably old news now, but what did you think of the Mayweather and McGregor whole situation?
Oh gosh, it's actually been a while since I've been asked that question. I almost forgot about it.
Yeah, I know, right?
So
it's been so much hype, and then now no one's really talking about it anymore.
I know, that's true. Yeah, it's funny because people were talking about that fight for like months and months and months before it even happened. And to be honest, I wasn't all that excited about it. I was just like, I don't think it's necessarily bad for the sport. I do think it's good, but it wasn't really a fight that I was all interested in seeing, just because I didn't really think it was going to be competitive. So I was just kind of like, whatever, I'll watch it, but I'm not really excited about it, When I did watch the fight, I thought it was insane, actually. I was like, is this really happening? Like, it was just really odd. But I thought it was a win for both sports, I give a lot of respect to Mayweather. He obviously retired at 50-0, which is absolutely incredible. And I don't think people give him as much respect as he deserves. And I also give a lot of respect to McGregor because, I mean, this guy is just, he's making waves in not only the sport of MMA, but boxing as well. And it takes a lot of heart. It takes a lot of heart and guts to do what he did, and to even put himself in the position to be able to get that fight. You know what I mean? That's what I think is most incredible about the whole situation, is the fact that he was able to even get that fight. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, I think I was in the same boat as you. Like, I mean, I didn't watch any of those countdowns. I didn't watch any of the conferences stuff, because I just didn't want to. I watched the first one, but then realized it was a bit of a circus act. So, a bit of a show. And I was like, oh, I'll wait till, whenever the fight is, and then we'll watch it. And they actually had, on it here, they set up a big screen for us all to watch it. So we went over to Honor HQ, and I was just sitting there kind of enjoying it. I've never really watched an entire boxing pay-per-view before, so it was really fun for me to watch. The last time I watched boxing pay-per-view was like in the 90s, when David Tua was like the big, boxing star for New Zealand. So I was like, okay, this is cool.
That's awesome.
But I thought, I'd sit down and watch it, and then it was kind of like you, when the entrances were happening for the main event. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is actually fucking happening right now. And then seeing McGregor in the ring with Mayweather, such a weird and unique event in MMA and in boxing history. It's just so weird, and that kind of thing in itself. And then at the end of it, I was happy. Like, I wasn't on either one side. I was like, this is cool seeing Mayweather back into it. And this is great seeing Conor in a new element. But yeah, I think I was in the same boat as you. If anything, it made me more exposed to how cool boxing was. Not with the Mayweather and McGregor fight, but with all the other fights as well. I'm like, man, these guys are super quick. Like, their hands and their movement is so slick that, I mean, this is so exciting to watch for me. That the couple of weekends after, it was the Canelo and Triple G fight. And Megan and I already had plans. We were going camping, and we were so gutted. Like, we were so disappointed that we couldn't go home to watch it, which was something so weird for me, because I'm not a big boxing fan. But after that entire card, I was really invested. Like, I really want to watch this fight. I really want to watch it. Did you watch the Triple G fight by chance?
I actually didn't, because I was at work, and unfortunately we didn't show it. So I missed the fight too, and that was upsetting for me. But I agree with you, and that's why I think that it was a win for both sports, just because, it really exposed the boxing scene to MMA fans and vice versa. So, I think that both sports will get a lot more, viewership because of that, which is awesome.
Oh, totally. I totally agree with you. Like, I've never been, well, now, because I'm working for, Tony Jeffries, who owns Box and Burn in California, by chance? Those guys? Yeah.
I've heard of him.
I've just started working for him, and now I'm kind of in the realm of boxing now. So hopefully, the more I work for him, the more I get to see and hear these familiar names, and maybe even, ask him about fights that I should watch. And I don't know. I think boxing really, of course, like you said, both sports won. But I think really for the casual MMA fan who watched that boxing match, I think boxing was an overall winner for me. I think it got more eyes on the product for the casual MMA fans, and I think it got a lot of people excited.
Yeah, I agree. I couldn't agree more. Definitely.
Yeah. Now, I know I didn't want to hold too much of your time, but we'll see where are we at right now? We're at 8. I don't even know. I don't even know time. It's my show. I do whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I don't have any structure.
You can even
on this
say
damn
fuck.
show. Yeah, that's right. I don't even get in trouble.
Awesome.
There was one time I got, this is off script, but I got in trouble for swearing too much from a sponsor. I got a bit of a slap on the hand, so that wasn't cool.
Oh my gosh. That's like, funny. Dion, all right, so let's not say fuck.
Yeah. You swear a little bit too much. You should probably tone it down. I'm like, oh, fuck, sorry.
Oh, man, that's funny.
But before I let you go, now I know you said you have a fight coming up on Saturday. Can anyone, can we stream that anywhere? Can we watch it anywhere that you know of? If you don't know, that's all good.
Oh man, I think that you can watch the fight live on YouTube.
Ooh.
If you search UCCLATAM, I believe it should pop up. If not,
Ooh.
don't be mad at me, but I think that's how you find it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we want to watch this fight this time. We want to get around to make some time to, make sure our schedules are open. I want to watch that fight. I'm excited to see you perform. And where can our listeners follow you as well?
Yeah. On Instagram and Twitter, I am at Kayla the Rock, Kayla the Rock. And Facebook, Kayla Rocco. My last name is spelled Hracho. Come follow me and check out my journey.
Oh, yes. And also, I mean, if you didn't hear it in the episode, that you can use your promo code, right? Tell them about that. You need to get paid. Let's get you paid.
Yeah, for sure. So if you go to fearthefighter.com, check out all their gear. They have some really, really cool t-shirt designs. You can purchase any t-shirt. Use promo code Kayla, Kayla, at checkout. I believe you get a 10% discount, and part of the proceeds will also go to me. And another thing actually is, I don't know if you know this, but every single day I use this energy strip called Elite Ops Energy Strips. It's incredible, man. It gives me instant natural energy that I need in order to get through 2-3 grueling training sessions every day. It's really been a lifesaver for me. So if you guys want to check that out, you can actually get free samples. Go to eliteopsenergy.com, get some free samples, and you can actually use promo code Kayla10. Oh, wait, what is it? I think it's KAY10 Rock. And get 10% off and free shipping if you'd like to purchase them. They're awesome.
And free shipping? Oh, jeez.
Yep, and free shipping.
Awesome. That's awesome.
For sure.
So yeah, go check out all of those things. Go support Kayla. Do all that kind of stuff for her. It'll mean a lot to her, and it'll help her in her journey to go a long way within the MMA world, and to support her further in Coconut Creek as well. But thank you very much, Kayla, for being on the show today. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate it.
And we are done. We are done with the podcast. Thank you very much for listening, taking your time out of the day to listen to this show. Look, here's the thing. If you loved the show, if you enjoyed it, and you think someone else may enjoy it as well, please share this with your friends. Share it on your social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Get it out there. I want this podcast to be in the listeners' ears who would love it and appreciate it as well. If you haven't done this already either, go to your favorite dedicated podcast app, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, rate this show a 5-star show, and leave a review of the show as well, please, on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play. Even comment me on the website, anything along those lines. It'll truly mean the world to me. But yeah, and if you want to support this show as well, if you want to chuck us a couple of shekels, go to patreon.com/honorandconquer, and there you'll see all the reward tiers and the pledge amounts as well. And it's month to month, so you're not signing up for anything. You're just signing up either just for one off or two off. It's up to you. You are in charge of your money, okay? But yeah, thank you very much to our sponsors, Ringer. Go to ringer.com/conquer. Get 25% off your sign up. It's the app that we use to record the show with Kayla Rocco. It's they're the reason why we made this happen. So yeah, support that small business, ringer.com/conquer. Thank you very much to Me Eat Paleo. Go to meeatpaleo.com. Use our promo code HONOR and get a 10% discount off your online order. And Onnit, our good friends at Onnit, at the Onnit Labs, thank you very much for being a continued support of what we do here, Honor and Conquer. So much so that they're going to hook you up with free supplements. I know, it's crazy. Free supplements. Okay, if you want a new mood, a 30-count bottle of New Mood, a daily stress and mood support supplement, or a 28-count bottle of my favorite pre-workout supplement, the Shroom Tech Sport, simply go to honorandconquer.com/onnit, click your preferred link, and you'll get hooked up today. And all you have to pay for is shipping, and the offer is only available in the United States of America, okay? But if you don't like anything there, just use the promo code, get on it, and get 10% off your overall supplement order. Okay, thank you very much for listening. That's it from me. I'm out of here. Goodbye and good night.